Quiet on set. You're not supposed to laugh after I say quiet on set. Okay. Quiet on set. Real-ationships podcast, take 1. Action. Okay, so where do I put this now? Okay, all right. So, hey guys, wanting to welcome you to the Real-ationships podcast, a space totally to talk about relationships and teen life. So I am here, so happy to share this time with my friends Erin and Rose. And I kind of thought it would be great to start off with getting to know who's here. So I think I'm going to ask you guys this question and let me know what you think.
Okay.
So if you had to choose one snack for the rest of your life, what would it be and why?
All dressed chips.
All dressed
That's it.
forever.
That's it.
That's it.
It's
Like
a snack.
nothing else.
It's a snack.
Okay.
You're pretty limited by like. Okay, what do we mean by snack?
I
though?
don't. Snack is whatever you want it to be.
That's pretty loose then. What I could say like jerk chicken and rice and
You
beans. That's
could-
a snack.
If that's your snack, then that's your snack.
Well, what about for you, Rose? What do you think?
Honestly, is rice a snack? Because rice is not a snack. Rice is a snack.
Okay,
Rice
I
is
see
a
some
side.
people.
Rice
Like,
is a side.
how is rice not a snack?
Rice is a side.
I mean,
Rice could be a meal. Oh, I think you're Caribbean. I think rice could be a meal, but like no, if you're coming from the Caribbean or if you're African, rice could be a snack. Just 12 o'clock at night. Just imagine 12 o'clock at night.
You can't treat leftovers as a snack.
What is
that's,
it?
Yeah.
That's defeating the
I
purpose as
agree.
a snack.
What is it? What is a snack?
Because that's food. That's like saying what food do you want to eat for the rest of your life? Then
Yeah.
that's not a
rice
snack.
too.
I agree. Go ahead. What are you going to say? That's what
Y'all
I'm
are
saying.
not in. You guys are not enough Caribbean houses.
No.
I'm telling you.
I
can
think
grab and go
a
as-
snack is something that you're able to just buy it. You're able to just buy it in the store. In a
I
convenience
mean, you
store.
can buy rice,
in a
but you got to
convenience
cook
store.
rice. You got to
No,
cook
but
rice.
like
Yeah.
cook rice that's already cooked. I'm not saying like if the rice is already.
No.
No. I'm saying like if you already cooked the rice and you're like, oh, I just want a little snack at 12 o'clock.
That's
You're not-
leftovers.
Wait a minute,
That's
you're not
leftovers.
eating rice or snack.
Okay, so yeah.
No,
I
wait
mean,
a minute.
Rose?
A pizza pocket.
Rose?
That's not a snack. Do I not microwave that?
Rose,
Yeah.
I feel like...
Those are not snacks. Okay, fine. I would choose plantain chips. Are you guys happy?
Yeah, that was good.
Okay, you
That was
guys
good.
are happy.
That was
Okay.
good.
Yeah.
good.
I'm
That's a
sticking.
snack.
I am dying on that hill.
That's a
Rice is a
snack.
snack. I don't care what y'all say. Like I'm dying on that hill.
I don't know.
But for to appease the masses,
Yeah.
I will say plantain chips.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to agree, Rose. I think you're kind of, most people aren't agreeing here that rice is a snack.
Rice.
For me personally,
Yeah.
and anybody who knows me would say, it's definitely sour cream and onion chips. It has to be Ruffles. I mean, I've even got that as like a Christmas present because people know how much I
much you love it.
chips.
Yeah.
So if anything, yeah, we're all kind of in agreement.
Okay, so chips.
It's chips.
Yeah, chips.
Because as you said, it has to be something that you
just
can pick
grab and
up.
go.
You want to grab it quick and eat. All right. Man, why are you sucking your teeth for? You really about this rice?
I'm dying. I said I was gonna die in the hill. Watch, I'm gonna post this online. All my Nigerians, all my Caribbeans, come through, please. Telling you, rice is a snack. Rice is a snack. No, they're not fine.
Yeah, Darnell, we're not selling Darnell on rice as a snack.
fine.
Okay, so here's the other thing. So before we started this podcast today, we've been doing street interviews. And we want to give a big shout out to Darnell and to Monica, who've kind of been talking to teens and kind of figuring out, like, what do you want to know before you get into a relationship? So when we were kind of looking at a lot of the videos that came in, a lot of people were saying that, you need to love yourself and know yourself before you get into a relationship. But like, what does that really mean? What does it mean to love yourself and to know yourself. So I feel like that's something I'm gonna like kind of throw out there for us to kind of talk about what does it look like? What does it feel like?
To start off, I would say loving yourself is and knowing yourself is like if you say something, stick to it. And I think that works around with like anything. It's like if I say I'm not like these are my criteria. These are like the things that if you hit these standards, these are my standards. I'm not budging. Like sticking to those things. The minute you kind of like budge, the minute you're like, oh, I'm willing to kind of change my mind on that, you've lost. You've essentially almost lost all hope. If you're like, I'm gonna only date someone like this, or this is currently going around, but if you like, for example, if someone cheats on you, and you're like, I don't date cheaters. I'm gonna break up with you if you cheat, and then the person cheats on you, and you're like, I see some people in if somebody cheats on you, and you're like, I don't know you've lost all integrity. I'm sorry, you've lost like just a little bit of integrity. The person's not gonna believe you anymore. The person's gonna be like, they'll forgive me again. They might forgive me again.
You can get away with anything.
Like
if you have standards and you don't stick to them, you can get away with anything.
Like honestly,
as the other partner.
Yeah. So it's like if you like stick to what you're saying. I know it's hard. It's easier said than done. It is very hard, but it's gonna suck sometimes because you're gonna be alone sometimes. It's okay, but like sticking to your gut, sticking to whatever standards you've set for yourself, and then not budging on those.
Yeah. What do you think, Aaron?
I definitely think a lot of it for me has to do with knowing what your needs are in a relationship. I think especially for guys, you're kind of trained to just go into relationships and just be a boyfriend. And I don't even know what that fully means sometimes in terms of just like what you expect in terms of what you're going to get out of it. But I think loving yourself is knowing what you want to get out of the relationship. If you're the type of person who's like, if I'm dealing with things, I want comfort. I want someone who is a ride or die for me, who supports my ambitions, who accepts me for who I am, who takes an interest in me and my family. If those are your needs, then that is a form of loving yourself because it's ensuring that you are getting what you need to out of this person the whole time. And if you don't know that going into the relationship, then you're kind of just like a blank script of, I guess I'll take what I can get. And I don't think that's really a form of loving yourself. If you're just going into it being like, okay, I guess I'll see what this person has to offer and just take it. And then months down the line, you're like, oh, I don't actually like this. This isn't actually doing for me what it's supposed to. Because I mean, like with any relationship, it's supposed to add to your life. Everyone's like, oh, relationships are work. And they are, but it's not supposed to be a part-time job you don't get paid for. Like you're supposed to be getting something out of it because of how much time and effort you're putting into it. And if the only thing you're getting out of it is a label that you are somebody's boyfriend or you have a girlfriend, then you have failed. You'll fail because it's not worth it. It's really not worth the title. And it won't be, especially after 6 months when you're dealing with all of these person's issues and they're not dealing with any of yours. And you're getting nothing out of it, you know?
Yeah, you know, it's funny because one thing you touched on there that I think is important, you were saying if you're in a relationship and then sort of things change partway through, which I think kind of can happen because let's be honest, initially when you meet people, you really are meeting their agent. You're not really meeting them, right? So you need time to get to know who it is you're talking to. And then when you start knowing and figuring out who it is, then as you were saying, Rose, you got to stick to know what it is that you want. And I also think too, there does need to be a certain level of flexibility because I think everybody is trying to just figure it out. And also what you might need might change. So I think that point about sticking to what it is that you need and actually verbalizing it. Yeah. Because sometimes it's like, I think the things you want to say in your head, but then actually for it to come out of your mouth, especially when feelings are involved, like nobody, I think, really always talks about what it's like to actually action it. And sometimes it's hard, but that's okay, right? It's kind of like you're trying. Relationships are always things that we kind of try to do. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't, but you kind of keep trying. Yeah.
And I think part of trying is you realize more of what you want, what you're going to stick to. Because I know a lot of people my age will still go into relationships with what you said, where they have deal breakers,
Yeah.
and then they allow the deal breakers to be broken. And when you get to the age of where it's deal breakers, like, I want to get married and have kids, and the person is like, I don't know if I want that. It's like, that's probably not going to go well, because everyone's like, well, people change, and it's like, people change. That's like a 25% chance that's going to happen, and you could invest like years in that and then not get what you want out of it because you didn't stick. And that's kind of on you, because the other person was straight up with you and said, I'm wishy-washy on this. And if you know what you want and I don't know, then it's not my fault.
Like, I've seen that where it's like with people my age, I ain't telling you my age, but like where it gets to the point where they've been dating since high school and they've gone through university together, they've gone through college together. And one partner is like, I know somebody specifically, it's like, I don't want to have kids. I don't want to have kids. I want to have kids. They were together for 8 years. I don't want to have kids. They finally got married. And the guy thought the minute they were going to get married, they were just going to have kids. And she's like, no, since I was a kid, everyone who knows me have heard me say I do not want kids. And then literally, like, you wouldn't believe it, like 3 months later, they got a divorce.
Yeah.
It's so certain things where it's like, oh yeah, I can change their mind. No, you're not. Like, oh, they're gonna change. No, they're not. Like, this person was very adamant about it for 8 years, and they just thought, oh, she got the ring now, like that's gonna change her mind. And it's like, no, I don't want to have kids, and I'm not having no kids.
People are gonna change their mind about things like, oh, you don't like sushi yet. I can change your mind, but like, if it's things like, no, I don't think I ever want to have children, or I don't want to ever move out of the country. And you're like, you know what? I've been thinking that I want to move to the UK. Are you going to move with me?
Like, no.
You're moving alone.
My entire family, friends
dog.
here.
Like, no, yeah.
But like, my other question would be like, for, I guess you guys think about it, is like, are you thinking about these things? Or are you thinking like, oh, this is my standards, or this is my, like, I have these kind of like things that I want to hit in this relationship? Or it's kind of like, oh, it's cute. I have a boyfriend. I got a girlfriend. It's like, that's babe. Like, is that, or are you kind of just going in like that? Are you even thinking, is it a process? Is it a thought? Like, or is it kind of like, do you ever find you just kind of end up being in a relationship? Is this what's happening with you guys? Or it's kind of like, I'm thinking about it, or I really want a boyfriend. I really want a girlfriend. I'm going to now seek it out. Or is it kind of like, it kind of just happens? Oh, yeah. Okay. No one's serious? Okay.
Real.
No. Like,
Real.
So it's so funny because that's something that I've really been hearing about
across the board,
serious, and about situationships.
Yeah.
So like, let's talk about what's a situationship. What does that mean? Like, if you're talking, right?
I think
that's the whole point.
I think the definition is that you are more than friends,
Yeah.
but you are nothing official. You have no title, but you're not just friends. So you're like in this weird limbo. That's like, maybe we're slightly more than friends, or maybe we're pretty much dating without the label. But it's like,
So situation. So it's not. There's no commitment.
Okay, it's essentially
wait a minute,
commitment.
it's not cheating.
Okay,
It's not cheating. Are you in a relationship and you're having a situationship? It's not cheating, or where does the no cheating come in?
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, if you're talking to someone else and you're in a situationship, it's not cheating.
Okay.
Okay,
Hold on. Go
okay.
ahead. Go ahead. What you want to say? Oh. So,
But then why aren't you just
so
in
what?
a relationship?
Yeah. What? So then, what's
Like,
what's
why?
okay? So is it that like the label of having a boyfriend or a girlfriend is intimidating, and that's why you call it a
Was it too much
situationship?
work?
But what's the responsibility? So then, what do you do in a situationship?
I think it's people who want who want a lot of the benefits of a relationship with none of the responsibilities. And some people treat situationships well in terms of, I don't know if I trust you yet, so I want to see how this goes. But some people are like, this is the motive. This is the end game. The situationship is the end game.
But it's like, is it a situationship where it's like I'm in this talking stage or whatever, and I don't trust you yet, when I don't know you yet, is it not just getting to know you? When do you get where does it cross a situation? How long is, like, when does it get to a situation?
Yeah.
Is it like 2 months, 3 months, a year? If I'm still like talking to this person, 2 months?
It's a phase. I feel like it's a
Okay.
phase.
It's a dynamic.
As soon as both of you know you're not just friends anymore, it's a situationship, whether you claim it as that or not. And then it's up to you if you want to stay there or if you want to actually be like, so is this going somewhere? And if the person's like, I don't know, I'm cool with this.
But what is going somewhere in, like, let's say high school or
To a relationship.
But so you're in a relationship as a situationship, but you are not calling it a relationship.
But this is what I'm saying. I wouldn't call it. I would just say I'm talking to someone.
So
or I'm, like,
exactly. So I would
dating
say I'm
or getting to
dating.
know this person.
I think nowadays it is essentially called, like, talking has kind of become a situation.
I don't think so.
As
I don't
a cover.
think it's
I think
a
it is.
situation. I think situation.
I
is
think
like,
people use it
we're
as a
under
cover
a
sometimes,
situation and different. The thing is,
No,
I
you're
see
saying different.
they're different.
It's become the same thing though. It's become the same thing.
I would say to me it's different because it's like
It's the same. Oh, okay. So for you, for you
No.
guys,
people are like nah. No, but but the thing is, I think with situationship, it's never like, oh, we both agree this is a situationship. I always think it's one person
That's
wants to be in a
true.
relationship and the other person
That's
does not.
true.
That's where you get a situationship.
that's true.
I don't think, because I've never met a situationship where like both people are like,
Actually,
yeah,
no.
we're just here to.
I think there are.
I will say, as someone who's been in one where you're both willing parties, I think it's true because when you get to a stage, because I think with a lot of people, it's hard to say there's a line between, oh, we're just talking and now we're dating, because it's like, okay, when do we kiss? Is it when we're boyfriend, girlfriend, or when we're just talking? And situationship is where you do the milestones while you're learning to get to know each other without the title. But you could get trapped there. Get trapped there, but it could just be treated as a phase.
And I feel like that's still dating.
That's what I'm saying. I think that's dating. That's
But
getting to know people.
I think nowadays,
seeing other people.
I think nowadays
like,
people treat dating as you're dating if you have an official title. I think nowadays,
No.
nowadays it is.
No.
But they're saying no.
They're saying no, and they're saying no because I am the closest to their age of the people at this table. That's what it is nowadays. Dating isn't, oh, we just went on a date.
Okay,
That's not dating
I
anymore.
know.
Dating is you are in an official relationship together.
No. Exactly. We're not official.
Welcome to
No,
Gen
no,
Z.
no,
Welcome to Gen Z.
no,
These are what the
telling
terms
you,
mean.
It's not. A date is a date. A date is a date. Because I go on
A date is a
but
date,
no,
but
but-
you're not dating.
No,
Yes.
we're dating.
You're not dating. If you're just going on a date, you're not dating.
Okay. So then, wait. Hold on a second. So then, okay, fine. Because I was like, I check how you say about you, the youngest.
I know, I was
person.
I'm just saying.
my age.
I'm just saying.
But you know what? It's all right.
That's,
I will.
it's a different of terminology, not
I will-
of a life experience
it's okay.
or anything.
I'm like, I will claim being an auntie. I will claim it. It's fine. Aunties are cool. But my thing is, then, if let's say we're saying you're talking,
Yeah.
then if you're talking is dating.
No.
So if you're, so then what? So what's the? It's on the
It's
way.
on the way.
So talking is more casual.
So okay, give me
Okay.
a time. Actually, I want a time frame. So I'm like, okay, I start talking.
No, you start
And
in
then-
a situation.
But there is no
No,
time frame
th-
because you
so
could be
give me
talking
an
for a day,
example. Give me a-
situationship for a
give me an-
week,
I'm saying,
and then
like,
dating forever. It's
what's-
all over the place.
What's a like prime where you now have a title? Like it's like when do you? Okay, so
Three
it's like
weeks?
you talk for 3 weeks, you getting
Oh.
to know each other 3 weeks. After
3 weeks?
Wait. After who you know after 3 weeks?
Is this Amazon Prime?
No. The man knows
My
what
God,
he wants.
3 weeks.
I respect it. The
I can
man
respect
knows.
it if that's your. I can respect
No,
that.
the
if
man
that's
knows
your
what he
vibe.
wants. He
I can
goes
respect
after
that.
it. No,
I love
I
no.
can respect it.
I love it. Yes, I love it.
respect that.
Okay, so 3 weeks to 3 months, you're talking. You're getting to know. Okay, at Cat Max, you're getting to know someone for 3 months, and then after 3 months, you
Yeah.
decide you guys are now boyfriend and girlfriend. You're in a relationship,
Yeah.
and then you proceed.
Darnell wants
accordingly.
to say something.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can be. You can get, but that's you get trapped there. You
So
get
then,
trapped there.
so then, does that Is that where it becomes a situationship? I think that. Oh. Oh.
Yeah.
Ah.
Okay.
So then who's determining when to be like
Real.
like who's determining saying, hey, after 3, like this is what I'm saying. Are you guys going in like, okay, we're gonna be talking for 3 months, or we're gonna be talking for a few, like we're gonna be talking? No?
Yeah, I don't think that
The
there's a
only timeline is
Yeah.
from Twitter
You
or
can't
something.
time
That's
it.
all. That's
No,
all the.
no,
but this is
Rose,
what I'm
you
saying,
can't
like-
have a time.
No, I know you can't have a time, but you can't. So you don't want to be sick. You don't want to be sitting there for. I'm going with the vibes. I'm sitting there for 6 months going with the vibes.
Well, but to
But
me,
that's
I feel
why-
like
I'm going. I
But
could be
that's why
wrong.
you communicate. That's why you communicate and say, okay, it's been
when do you
enough
communicate?
time.
That's what I'm saying.
I
When do you
think
communicate that?
routinely.
Yeah.
I think you communicate routinely and say, how are you feeling about things? I would say you do it once every 2 weeks and say, how are you feeling about things?
That's a lot.
No, I mean like
That's a lot.
I mean like officially.
That's a
If
lot.
you're talking about it, I don't think you're not talking at
Darnell
all.
says you're not wrong, but
I'm saying if you're actually like, how are you feeling about things? Do you still see this going somewhere? If you do that once a week, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Because you're not focused enough on just getting to know each other. If you do it every couple weeks, okay, you're actually seeing where things are going. But
I think
Okay.
after
Yeah.
2 weeks, it at least for me, after 2 weeks, I know if I want to be with this person or not.
Oh,
Like,
that's
bad.
What you mean?
No, that's
quick
no,
for
no.
me.
I know. I don't know if because I'm like I'm asking you the questions that I need. I'm like I need to know certain things, and I'm asking you in week 1. Like, what are these? Are you me? Like, I need you to be this. Like, are you someone who go to church? If you're not going to church, what are we doing?
But can you get
What are
all
we
of that?
doing?
But can you get all of that through their answers and not through their actions in 2 weeks?
Yes, in 2 weeks. You tell me for the last 2 weeks you haven't gone to church? What you been doing?
But that's one example. The amount of things.
There are certain things. No, there are certain things. I think there's certain, like, obviously in the beginning you're asking like, oh, like I want to see if I want to like this person, me and this person vibe. Okay. And then after a while you have to start asking certain questions.
I think
Like
you do.
I'm just gonna sit there and keep vibing? Like
No,
can't
I
keep
think you can.
vibing.
I think you can ask questions, but I think there's a lot of milestones that I would need to know that are action based from a
Yeah.
person in
Like
terms of
what?
like,
For example.
like if I've had a hard day at work or something afterwards, how are we communicating?
So you're telling me for 2 weeks you haven't had a hard day at work? What capitalist society?
Maybe I
do you work in?
haven't. Maybe I haven't. But like, there are so many things that will not happen
No,
in
but
2
I
weeks
know,
of my life.
I know in 2 weeks if I want to continue talking with. Okay, personally, let me talk from
How much
myself.
are you talking in the 2 weeks?
Personally, I've gone on dates and after 2 weeks I'm like, this ain't gonna work. After a week I'm like, this ain't gonna work.
I think I would know. I think I would know if I don't want to continue after 2 weeks. I would
Yeah,
know
okay.
if I'm locked in for a relationship.
No.
after
Like
2
this,
weeks.
that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying you're
Oh,
locked
okay,
in. I'm
okay.
saying you know after 2 weeks if you're gonna want to continue talking to this
Okay,
person.
I get what you're saying.
I'm not
now.
saying after 2 weeks I want to be in a relationship.
I
with
thought
you.
that's what you're saying.
No.
Okay, that makes
I'm
sense.
saying you're not locked. Like, You're not
Okay.
locked in. You're still talking, but you should know, like, hey, after 2 weeks.
Okay, if
I
I'm being
know
honest, I could
for-
do it in a week.
This what I'm
I could do it in a
saying.
week
That's what I'm
then.
saying, 'cause
I could know if I'm not interested in a
Bruh,
week. Then.
I went on
Yeah.
a date with this guy, and then
You can see red flags pretty quickly.
pretty
Yeah.
easy. So you know. So like I know. I'm telling you, I went on this date. I left that date. I was like, never again. I went. This guy don't come for me. But it's just like most people won't come for me. They'll agree. But it's just like the music was playing and it was R. Kelly, and I was like, I was shocked. I was like, no way, they're still playing R. Kelly, and this man is vibing, just vibing. I can understand it's not out of our system yet. Some people, and we get to this discussion and then talking about it, and this man was essentially he was like, you could separate the music from the artist. I was like, this
This guy
artist.
still watches the Cosby Show.
Literally, I was like, not
This
this
guy's
artist.
on the train.
So literally, if that song saved me 3 weeks, because it was during the end of the date, and then it started playing the song, and I was like, oh brother, come on. And then I see man vibing. I was like, hold on, wait a minute. I should have been asking certain questions. And then he's like, oh yeah, like, he's like, his defense. Let me tell you this man's defense. This man's defense goes, he made a Christian album. I was like, oh, Chris. oh Lord have mercy. I'm like, that doesn't erase every
That's a
single
hot take.
monstrous thing this man has done. And I'm like, this tells me I can't trust you as a Black woman to protect me. So I'm like, you as a Black man, I can't trust you. Like, and that was after one date. And I like called him the next day. I was like, here's why I don't think this is gonna work out. And he was like, you don't even know me yet. I was like, that was enough.
Yeah.
That was enough for me. Like the fact that you weren't even listening to me. You just wanted to defend, you could separate the music from the artist, you could separate the art from the artist kind of thing. That was your argument. When I'm telling you, this man has caused harm to Black women, so many, and you sitting there, and I'm like, that's all I needed to know. Homeboy was mad, but it's like, I know after like a day, because I'm like, there's certain questions I'm asking you that tells, because like, if I'm asking you the first date who you voting for.
Yeah.
Like I'm asking you, like,
Also,
I want to get it out.
Using God to justify that is such a crazy thing.
crazy.
He had a Christian. First of all,
He
I
had a
didn't know.
Christian album.
I didn't know he had a Christian. album.
Apparently he had a Christian
But
album.
like,
no,
that's
don't go listen to it, but he did.
That's a nasty.
No, that was
pick.
okay. So
All right.
I think there's like, my question is like, how long after? So it's like, okay, I know within 3 weeks I'm gonna check in with this person, or within a month I'm gonna check with this person. Like, oh, what are we doing? What are we saying? Kind of thing. And then I know after like a month, like I need to know where this is going. I'm saying, I would say with you guys, for me, I'm asking questions like the first 2-3 weeks. But I know for you guys, it's like, are you going in? I know within like a month we can be an item. Or some people, it's like, it just depends on the person.
I think it also depends on the stage of your life you're in, because
Yeah.
I remember being in high school and you're just asking very basic things,
Yeah.
like very basic stuff. And I'm at the age now where in the first couple dates, people will ask like, so what are your thoughts on marriage and children? And I already know, and I already have my answer, but I'm like, whoa, I'm in that stage now where I'm
Yeah.
like, feels soon, but I get it because people are in that stage now, but it's
Yeah.
like, I'm lucky because I have an answer, but if you don't, that's like...
For example, what is the
no.
question you guys are asking when you're like talking to some person? Like, to kind of know, like, I want to be with this person or I don't want to be with this person. Like, what is a question where it's like, if people like our age are asking, like, do you want kids or do you want to get married? Like, what is something you're like, oh yeah, I want to like be with this person? Like, do you guys ask questions like that? No, kind of.
Well, hold on.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay, what's your
Real.
plans after high school?
Real.
That's a good one.
That's an easy way to ask
That's a
their
lot.
future plans without specifying family or career,
Exactly.
instead of being like, what do you want to, what's your job going to be? That is solid. Is like, do you
That's
have
a
a vision
solid
for
one.
the future? You cooked with that one.
Yeah, that was
That's
a good
like-
one. That's a good one.
Dang. Ooh, that's very important.
That dynamic is huge.
Because that's what
Yeah.
you're going to live. How they interact with their parents and their sibling is how they're going to interact with you in the future. So that's a really good one.
What else?
Anyone else? Oh, you had one or no? You were just kind of searching. Okay. Anyone else?
Okay. Oh.
Body counts.
Yeah.
Okay, we're getting into it. We're gonna get into it. Okay. So people are asking that. Oh, I'll spell somewhere. First
Conversation.
conversation.
First
Damn.
conversation.
Damn.
Wow.
First conversation.
I mean, I don't know that necessarily if you're entering into that conversation when you first meet somebody that you're gonna get an honest answer. I don't know.
Wow.
if
Yeah,
somebody-
like,
I
are
don't
people
know,
being
'cause-
honest?
Because
And
to
if-
me,
Are people even being honest?
yeah.
If they give you an honest answer, I just want to know what number is a red flag.
Yeah.
Regardless of gender, what number is the red flag?
What's the number? Yeah. No, if you're
Okay,
in high
so
school,
I'm
double
hearing.
digits,
Okay.
wow.
1 to 2 double digits is such a big jump.
Yeah. Okay.
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 I have no opinion, but
Yes.
okay.
Yes.
Good.
Okay.
I just want to know the information. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Go ahead. In the back. Oh. Okay.
8.
Go. Wait. Hold. Okay. Right.
Okay, I agree. Yeah.
So it's
Okay.
kind of like in getting to know each other, it really goes first to the physical without actually the talking
It's the raging
and
hormones.
wanting to get to know each other. It's the
Because you want
raging
the
hormones.
benefits without the responsibility.
Yeah.
You
That's
want to
really-
get the benefits without having to be like, oh, you're sad? And that's my responsibility to help you through that?
Yeah.
No, that's, yeah.
That's rough. I don't want to do that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think if that's like I think that if it's always to go first to the physical, then to me that would be a red
Red
flag,
flag, yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Because really you should be getting to know each other, and of course it's obvious that if you're attracted to somebody, there's going to be the physical attraction that you're going to want to get physical. But I
Yeah.
think if somebody's always pushing that as the first thing
Yeah.
or as a way to get to know you, then that's not really being healthy, right? Like you're not really going to get to know the person. And then that actually probably is what leads or keeps you in the situation,
Yeah.
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 right? Because you want somebody to really respect you for who you are, for what you think. And honestly, too, like, let's be real. If you're talking about getting physical,
Yeah.
I'm not going to be attracted to you physically if you also can't really have a conversation with me and support me in the ways
Yeah.
that I need to be supported.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I'm gonna, cause like this conversation is going great. And at the rate we're going, we're gonna be here for like 2 hours. And I wanna get through some of the other things that we wanted to talk to you guys about. So everybody has their red flags, and we've already been kind of talking about red flags. So I'm gonna read a scenario to you, something that a teen sent in to us about what they're dealing with,
Oh,
right?
these are real.
And you guys let me
Okay.
know if it's a
Let's go.
red flag or not, and everybody's got the red flags. Okay, are you guys listening? Okay, so my soccer team had a big game, and I told my girl about it. She kind of rolled her eyes because between my practices and games, it takes up the red flags are already
going
up. Can I
Yeah,
get through
let's
the
get
story?
through it,
Let me
get through
get
it.
through the story. Okay, so anyways, so she told me I had to go with her. Oh, no, sorry. Between my practices and games, it takes up a lot of time. Her cousin was having a party, and she told me I had to go with her, but I couldn't. So she said, you always pick soccer over me, but I'm saying this is a huge game. So then she said, whatever, do what you want, but don't text me later crying when I go with somebody else. All red flags. Then she created a story with a caption saying, some people just don't value what matters. No. Whoa. I feel like we need to like get a view of all the red flags.
Oh,
God
man.
forbid a man have a hobby.
Not only
God
do
forbid
we,
a man
not
have a
only do
hobby.
we have red flags, we even got a red cup going up. Okay, yeah, go ahead, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You're right. No. I agree.
Oh yeah, 'cause-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
I agree because
I-
there are a
yeah.
lot of people who use their responsibilities as excuses
Yep.
to ignore their partner
Yep.
completely. But I also understand the flip side of if it's something like a big game, he didn't choose the date
No.
of the game.
he really could.
No.
He's also responsible to many other people. It's not
Yeah.
like he's just like, oh, me and the boys are playing soccer
Yeah.
after school, like whatever. It's like there are responsibilities tied to what he's doing that are greater than him, and it's kind of unfair to not only put yourself over that, but be like, I guess we'll get somebody else.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a situation.
Yeah, that's no. That's a relationship who's just somebody
Well,
who's just
true,
selfish.
true,
That's just
true.
yes. You had Naomi. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Support. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, you dated a soccer player. Like, it's not like
He's not gonna have
he
dates?
picked up soccer while you were dating. You dated a soccer, but like, you kind of gotta know
Yeah.
what that goes along with. He's not gonna have time. And we have to kind of navigate that. But like,
And
you're going to your game. It's like, what did you expect?
And the other thing too is I also kind of think is it's okay to have your separate interests. You don't have to be together all the time. You can, if you're doing your thing and your partner's doing your other thing, that's okay. Not everything you have to do together or like the same things, because sometimes you can complement each other. Yeah, go ahead. Oh wait, guys, we can't hear. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. So like, on to like the post thing. When you are in a situation where you're upset with your partner or I'm not gonna say partner, that seems like a big word. With your boyfriend or girlfriend, like, are you going to the internet? Are you posting about it? Are you Snapchat private stories? Okay. Close friends, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think close friends is fine because
Yeah.
close friends is like, it's like you're dropping it in a big group chat.
Yeah.
You going online is like, I want the world to
To
know
know.
you've wronged me.
Yeah.
And I agree. Like, I think talking to friends is good, but I think way too much goes up online.
Yeah.
And then it's always there. So even if you aren't mad at the person like 5 minutes later or 10 minutes later, you just aired out all of your laundry online for everybody to see.
Also,
I think,
both of you look the fool.
right?
Both of you look the fool
right?
because even if you're making him out to be the villain, okay, he's the villain, you're still with him and you're posting about it instead of doing something about it.
I say, like, this is just a quick like tip. It's like, wait a day. Just wait a day. Let a situation happen and you want to post about it because it's so easy I'm assuming like it's so easy to quickly grab your phone and be like, you would not believe what this did. So it's like, even to your close friends, because remember, the minute you tell the friends, I don't like you. Like, the minute you tell your friends, trying to convince your friends that this guy is actually not that bad or this girl's actually not that bad, the minute you let your other people into your business, it's really hard to now convince them that this person is actually really cool. So I always say just like, wait a day. And if you still tight about it, if you still just, okay, maybe then get counsel.
The thing
but
I also
at least wait one day.
Yeah. The thing I also don't like is when you just post and it's super vague and then everyone's like, yeah, he did wrong you. But if you actually ask the situation, you could be like, oh, dog, that's a sorry take. Like, maybe you should go back and apologize. But like, people would be like, damn, better off. That's on him.
Yeah.
That's on him.
Because I'm taking the girl's side. If my girl posts something online, I'm going to be like, yeah, you're right.
Especially if it's that vague. I know.
So it's like, it's super vague. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
I'm going to be like, I might not say it, girl, you right, leave him. But I'm thinking, girl, you right, leave him. So I would say, wait a minute. And then eventually it comes out this person was probably obviously in the wrong. And then I'm going to be like,
it is right though, because you really are screwing your friends' perceptions of this person. Because going forward, even if he's a normal person, everyone's gonna be like, "Why are you with him? Why are you still with him?" And I hate him now. And it's like, well, he didn't do anything, and it's like, okay, so is he the problem, or are you the problem? And you're lying to me about this person, and now that's weird for me.
Okay, I'm gonna ask another scenario, and we'll see. Okay, so are you guys listening?
you guys ready?
All right. Okay. So I was on the train and a guy kept asking for my number, even though I kept saying, oh my gosh. He then wanted to give me his number. I ended up taking his number just to shut him up. Is this a red flag? Yeah.
She's on the train, not at the club.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, this happened. This was me. This happened literally Monday night. I am hot from riding my bike. I'm on the GO train, and this man comes down the steps. He's like, oh, I usually sit right there. And I was like, okay.
That's
and then he starts walking away, but then comes back. So he's like, he's like, I guess I might as well shoot my shot now that I'm here. And then he's like, oh, like, what's your name? So I got a street name. The street name is Jessica. So anybody ask me in the street, What's my name? It's that. That's yours, Naomi? I use Jessica all the time because I'm like, I'm not about to tell you my name, sir. And then he's like, what's your name? I was like, Jessica. He's like, oh, yeah, nice name. I was like, is it though? And he's like, and then he goes, so can I have your number? I'm like, no. I was like, oh, no, thank you.
Jessica's are gonna now.
I'm sorry, Jessica. Lovely name. Lovely name. Lovely name. I love the lovely name. Lovely name. And he asked, he was like, oh, what's your number? And I was like, no, like, I'm good. It's like, oh, come on. I'm like, I'm good. He's like, why? I'm good. Like this, I wish I counted.
You gonna hit him with why?
I wish I counted how many times I said no. And then he's like, okay, how about you just take my number? And then like, it's no pressure. Like, sir, you just pressured me into getting your number. He's like, no pressure. You could call. Da, 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 da. He's like, oh, is it because you're seeing someone? I was like, yes. Like, but he still proceeded. And he's like, oh, how long? Quickly in my head, I was like, 3 months. Funny enough, I was like, 3 months. And he's like, oh, that's nothing.
He's like, the situationship isn't even over, shorty.
He's like, oh, that's nothing.
I'm not worried about your man.
In case it doesn't work out, you could call me, no pressure, haha. Worst thing, I get up because my stop is, I'm like, oh, my stop is next. I'm about to get off. If you really want the seat, sit down. And then I get up and he's saying something because I'm just baffled by this situation. I just want to get out of it. And then he says something and he laughs and he's like, ha, ha, ha. And I was like, Lord have mercy on me. Please get me out of this. And he hugs me and he's like laughing. And I'm like, what I would pay to be a porcupine right now. What I would pay to electrocute someone or something by just touching me. And I'm like, and then obviously the bus, like the train, it comes to my stop and it stops and he's like, oh, make sure you call me. Just no pressure. Call me, but no pressure. And I'm like, Lord, kill me. But yeah, that was the situation.
Oh, you wanted to say? Go ahead, Monica.
That's insane. How often are you riding the bus?
It was the train.
Or the train.
Yes, it was like
That's
actually,
my seat.
Like,
Cool. Find it in another car.
No. Mind
It's
you,
almost like we're riding in one that's a duplicate of 10 others.
mind you, it's the go bus.
Psychopath.
There's 12 cars. And then, mind you, another reason I kind of gave the number, because I'm like, I don't know this man, I don't know what, or I took the number, was because it was only me and him in that, car. Mm. So it's like, the thing is empty.
That's scary.
So it's like, it's me and him in the car, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I have my bike, I don't know what to do. I'm just like, ha, 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 no, thank you, ha, ha, ha. And he's having a good time. Jolly old man, ha, 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 thinking we're besties. And I'm just like, no, it's okay, I'm good, I don't need it. And I was like, oh, Lord, I don't know what to do. And I was like, fine, give it to me, and I'll take it. I'm not gonna say that. I know I have it on my phone. I'm like, Jerome, if you hear this message, I can't remember his name. But I was like, okay, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know this man. And it's only me and him in this train. If he needs, if he was gonna do something, he would do something. So let me just try to be which is something most women do. Try to be friendly just to get yourself out of the situation. Plus, it's 10 o'clock at night. So it's late at night, me and him only in the car, in that train, in that area. So I'm just like, and then but I'm sure you guys have seen it, that whole don't go outside. Don't go to the club. Don't go places where you know it's going to be predatorial. I was on a GO train, my guy. I'm on the train. Most women are on the train. Most women are on the bus. Most women are just walking by and certain men just can't take no.
You really gotta read the room first of all, you can't even really rationalize with somebody who can't take no for an answer. But I feel like if you are somebody who's trying to ask somebody out, read the room of, if I do this action, is there a 50% chance this is going to make the person uncomfortable? Is the train empty? It's at night. She's with her bike. She clearly is not in the vibe of, I'm looking to hook up with somebody or to talk to
I am hot and I'm sweaty. I'm I just want to get home kind of thing. So it's how many times does someone have to say no to be for you to get it kind of thing? One should be enough, you would think.
One should be enough.
One should be enough,
and I
but
feel
that's not the case.
I feel like a lot of people are not smart enough to read someone's body language of, you can tell as soon as you go, hi, how are you? I could tell immediately if the person's you're a bum. Just leave me alone. Not that I've ever tried it with a stranger, but you would be able to tell pretty quickly if they're receptive to this conversation or if they're not. And a lot of people really do treat it as like, I can win you over. And it's like,
I
how
can convince
stupid
you.
do you think this person
Yeah,
is?
yeah. I get a lot of
Yeah.
I can convince you into giving me your number. Where I'm like, I'm a pretty no nonsense kind of person. So it's
Yeah.
like, no, you're not allowed to convince anyone anything kind of thing.
But I think you did the right thing.
Yeah.
Like you kind of assessed the situation. You thought, okay, here's the way to get out of it in terms of, you know, taking his number and just kind of deading the conversation.
Yeah.
So I feel like in a sense that's sometimes what you
That's the
have
best
to
you could do.
because
Yeah.
there's
Yeah.
going to be some people who aren't going to take the cues.
Yeah.
Okay,
Gotcha.
so our time, we are way over, I think, where we need to be. Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
So I want to bring you guys up to the mic. So Darnell, you wanted to come up first. So
Okay.
come on up to the mic here. And you can come in to ask your
Let's go.
question.
Ayana, fix your life.
And
Yo, you guys don't know that reference. You guys are too young.
All right, so come on close to the mic.
Tell us the situation.
All right. So this actually happened when I was on my camping trip, like on Wednesday. So I'm like in my cabin, like
Can we
getting
hear you
everything. Oh.
Yeah, closer to the mic, yeah.
All right. So I'm like in like the dining area. That's where like everyone is and stuff like that. And boom, I'm just sitting. It's me and some of my friends. Like we all just like saying, we just like vibing, we just like chilling. So boom, this one girl, she comes up. She's like, oh my God, like how you doing? Like I had like the fresh cut, I had like the braids in and all that.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, the braids that someone gave me.
I
That
did.
looked good.
Yeah.
So,
like,
I was
I
like,
was a man
can't
of
lie.
worth at this moment.
Yeah, so I can't lie. Like I was wearing like a calm little fit too. Like I'm not gonna like break it down exactly what I was wearing, but basically I was wearing like some chill stuff.
Yeah.
I was wearing some chill. So boom, I'm sitting with my friend. She comes up. She's like, "Oh my God, like I seen you from like you know a distance. I thought you looked fine or whatever. Let me like, it's cool if I like sit here and talk to you."
Nice.
I'm
man,
like,
the
so-
girls are bold. I love it.
I love that as
Girls are
well.
bold.
Go
I
ahead,
love
keep
it. Good to
going.
see you, Darnell.
all right. So boom, I'm just like my friends were kind of like looking at each other. I wasn't really like interested or whatnot. I wasn't really interested, but I just didn't want to be mean. I didn't want to be mean, so I was just like, all right, sure, like yeah, you can sit down.
Yeah.
And she's kind of like, you know, she's kind of being like a little too flirty. She's like touching me and stuff like that. I'm like, it's like, I'm like, I mean, cool, so whatever. She ends up asking me for my number, and then I'm just like,
I know.
no, she asked me for my Instagram. No, yeah, it was my Instagram. She asked me for my Instagram first. I was like, oh, I don't got no cell service.
Because you're camping.
I know.
Because you're
No
camping.
way.
That
I mean, no, but like, yeah, keep going.
And there was Wi-Fi in the dining area too. So I was like, oh, I don't got no
that
cell
should
service.
have been sign one.
That
Yeah.
should have sounded.
But you're trying to be
Yeah.
polite.
Yes,
Yeah, I'm
yes.
trying to be
Turned
polite. I was
down.
like, oh, I would, but
Yeah.
I don't got no cell service.
Right.
So she ends up asking me for my number,
Oh.
and then I'm just like, all right, like I really don't want to give you my number.
You said that?
I was like,
Good for
like,
you.
Yeah.
You said
I
it.
said I really don't wanna give you
Wow.
my number.
No, that's really wow.
I really don't want to give you my number. And she's like, oh, like, why not? Like, do you have like a girlfriend or whatnot?
Oh, brother.
I'm like, no, I don't. But I
She
just
probably
don't
related
I just
to
don't
the
want to
guy
give you
on
my
That's
number.
what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah, that's what she-
I don't
related
know
to the
why.
guy on
I don't
the
know why there
train.
always needs to be a why or why not.
literally.
Yeah, so
As
she
if
like kept
any
pressing-
answer is gonna justify.
Yeah.
like she just kept pressuring me, and then like it was like after that, after I said no, she was kind of like she started like dissing me. She was like, oh, like she was she's like, oh,
wow, feminism has gone
Like, but
far.
she's, like,
the
talking
roles
about,
have
like-
reversed.
she's like talking about
We've come.
like, oh
Sorry.
nigga, you gay? I'm like, what? I'm like, whoa. I'm like, she's like saying, oh, you're probably like gay and stuff like that. I'm like,
That's
I just-
crazy.
I was like, I just don't want to
Wow.
give you my number. What does that have to do with me?
That's
Like,
a real crazy,
oh,
man, I'm like,
crazy take.
yeah, and then like my friends, they're like, ooh, cause like this like in front of all my friends too.
Yeah.
And like she's like dissing me, all that stuff. I'm like, you got it.
That's
Good for
sad.
you.
That's
But-
sorry.
whatever.
That's really big
I was
of you.
like-
That's really sorry on her
Yeah.
part because I'm guessing it takes a lot of courage to go up there and ask somebody out.
Yes.
Yeah.
But once you face the L, take
Take
the
it.
L.
Take the
Yeah.
L.
As soon as you ask for Instagram and he says there's no
No
self service,
self-service? You like, oh, just get
totally
now. I'm
makes
good.
no sense. But fair in your position, she should have gone. That makes no sense. That means he doesn't want my number or anything.
Yeah.
You gotta take the L, and she probably was embarrassed, but you're gonna flip
Probably.
it and go, "Oh, I'm gonna make you look like Boo Boo Foo now because
Yeah.
I feel like that, so I want you to look like the idiot because I'm making you uncomfortable. So
Yeah,
now,
it was like the guys I was with too. Like they were just like, yo, that was like really really weird. I was like, what?
you got good friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
No,
so
it's
then,
like-
how did this, like, did she leave? Did she stay at the table?
Yeah,
like,
she like stayed at the table for like a little bit, and then she was like, later on, she tried getting on one of my other friends who was at the table too.
Step 2.
Like
Yeah.
asking or getting
Like,
on her,
like
saying,
asking. Like she was like
this
asking.
girl was on a mission.
Yeah, she was like asking to get on like one of my other friends. My friends was like, nah. No, my nah, but like my friend, like that's like one of my boys though. So like she saw like my boy, he saw how she was like talking to me and stuff like that. So my boy, he like no filter, he was like, girl, get the hell away from me. Like, kid, he didn't say that. But,
Yeah.
like, he said like a lot more stuff. He was like, yo,
Yeah.
get away.
Yeah.
And
That
then,
was the politically
Because
correct.
how are you gonna disrespect my friend?
And then
now I
that's
want
me.
your number.
I know.
I want to be responsible for all the
Oh,
mess you just
no.
dropped on my friend. Like,
Wow. You guys handled it really well.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Good on
I
you.
mean, yeah, I thought I did. So like,
Like,
Yeah.
I
No, you
did.
did. And also,
Yeah.
too, it's kind of like, as you said, Aaron, it is hard to approach somebody. And I think I think we have to kind of remember that too when you're dating, that if it takes a lot for somebody to approach. So
Yeah.
if you're not interested, be polite in your decline.
Yeah.
Because, at one point you might be in the same
Mm-hmm.
situation where you like somebody and you want to approach, and then they're not feeling it the same way, But I thought you handled it well.
Yeah. I say always take the shot, and then if it doesn't go in, doesn't go in. It's like
She
just walk
really-
away from it.
she really took the toxic
She-
man's
Yeah,
playbook.
Yeah.
I was just gonna
She
say,
really,
like, that's
she
You
hit
know?
neg- she learned negging early.
Yeah.
Like that's
Wow.
crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
that's
Wow.
crazy.
Yeah.
She's talking about like my sexuality, and then she's like, oh, like you ugly anyway. I'm like, bro.
Then why did you want my
Why did you
number?
approach?
Yeah.
She
That
wanted
is
my
really-
Instagram first, and then she moved on to my number like right after.
That
it was
is
like when she asked for
literally
my
what
number.
most men do.
It was like when she asked for my number, like that's when I was like, yo, I'm sorry, like I just don't want to give you my number.
Mm-hmm.
What is the like a not appropriate but like a good way? Just saying, some people are for like just a no is enough, is an answer enough, or are you kind of like, do you soften the blow? Like, do you go in and be like, no, I'm not feeling you? Like, are you honest right away? In your situation, you were like, no, I'm good. But are most like people like, are you guys like honest, or you soften the blow usually? Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like Naomi just needs to come up now.
Yeah, Naomi. Like
Naomi,
Naomi's
yeah.
next. Like,
Darnell.
Yeah, Naomi come.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Darnell, switch out. Naomi, come in because
Yeah.
yeah. So then Naomi can tell her story. Then we'll
Right
go to
after.
Vicky,
Yeah.
and then where are we at for?
Okay.
51. Okay. All right.
Yes,
All
so I was at a restaurant downtown, and they were like way older, like definitely like uncles. But I obviously said no. So then like it's a birthday dinner, so like 20-30 minutes later, I go to the bathroom, and their seats are kind of by the bathroom, so they see me. And he stands outside and waits for me to come out, and like literally like corners me, and he's like, so can I get your number now? And I'm like, no. He's like, are you sure? And he's like his arm is over me like that, so I can't leave. And then I'm like, okay, so I give him a fake number, and he calls it, and he's like, oh, it's not working. So at this point, I'm like,
My
I'm about
phone
to give you
battery's
my dad's number, cause stop.
Oh, that's a good,
Good.
one.
That-
That's
yeah,
a good
yeah,
one.
But I knew he was gonna call it, and then it was just like, no.
Yeah.
So I give him my number,
I've never thought about
and then I go home, I block him.
changing my whole life.
No, he texts me from another number. Then he texts me from like a Nigerian number on WhatsApp. I was like, it gets to a point, and like I'm old enough to be your daughter. Like,
Whoa.
it's just no.
That's gross.
But I love the fact of you saying, I'm gonna give you my dad's number.
Oh yeah.
Like that's
I
think
do.
a great response,
Wow.
especially if you're approached by somebody that's much older
Yeah.
than you. Like I think that that's an excellent approach
Wow, I like
because it
that.
also checks that person
Yeah.
to let them know that you're too old.
Yeah.
Like, you guys are teaching me stuff. Like,
Yeah.
I've never.
Give your
Damn
parents'
it.
number. Give
Yeah.
your parents' number. I tell my little sister, give my number.
Yeah.
I'll talk to her.
Yeah. That's a good one.
But
I think it is even gross having to rationalize that you have to soften the blow further than no, I'm good, because I understand that like you may feel a little bad if you're like, no,
F off or something.
That's
Like, I
what
get that
we- that's what we
you might
wanna
feel
say.
bad. I'm not saying that you can't. I get that people might feel bad about that, but like the fact that you need to soften it because you're worried the person might be dangerous or violent or might get worse is like
Yeah.
Yeah.
all kinds of gross. All
But
kinds of gross in terms of somebody's asking you out and they're putting you in this uncomfortable
And
position.
like it was a birthday dinner, so like you go in the bathroom, like use the bathroom, you're taking photos, like you're in
Yeah.
there for a while as a
Mhm.
girl, and then to come out and like you're just standing there, like you've been waiting, like that's so creepy.
Yeah.
Also, now
Like,
are you gonna
pretty
give me your
much
number
corner-
after
literally
what? After an
cornered
evening of
me?
you staring at me from across the room?
Yes,
Oh,
like it was
God, do better.
it was terrible.
Yeah.
But my scenario
Yeah.
was there was this guy that used to reply to my Instagram stories like all the time, and he would always just be talking about like random, like I would post like socially conscious stuff, and then he'd be like, oh, like this is so cool, and we talk, or like he'd reply and be like, oh, I love the song you put over this photo. I'm like, okay. I'm like, okay. So I was like, it was like the 5th time, and I was like, okay, like I know you don't care about my playlist that much, so if you're trying
What's
to
up?
say something, like,
Yeah.
what's up?
Yeah.
And then we start talking, whatever. And then I'm like, so how'd your last relationship? And he goes like, oh, I'm not gonna lie, like I'm a piece of shit and I was a cheater.
I mean,
I love the honesty.
yeah.
I was
This
like,
is like Rose's
thanks for
day
warning
one.
me.
Day one
Like,
done.
tell me what you really feel.
Like I was like, okay. And it was like, it was so sad because it was like we had such a connection. He was like, I like anime, you like anime. He was like, I love true crime, you love true crime. I was like, okay. And then after a while, he basically told me that story. And then but he just starts going into all this remorseful stuff. And he's like,
But I feel bad about it.
yeah, he's like, I feel bad about it. I'm like, he was like, I feel like I wasn't confident enough in myself at the time that I had to find security in other
Okay.
girls. And I was like, okay. And he's like, yeah, but like I still feel like I'm not ready to be in a relationship. So I'm like, so why are you
Why
are we
texting me?
here?
Yeah.
So I was hoping that you would be
The
my
one to-
practice.
Yeah.
My practice
And he's
before
like-
my
he's
long-term
like,
relationship.
so basically what I'm saying is, can we get married next summer?
What? No.
Wait,
No.
how did we go from I'm not ready to let's get married?
He's,
He's
like,
still not
give me a
ready.
year.
He's
He's like,
still
give me a
not
year.
ready.
So
No,
I'm thinking
he's
if you let me grow,
He's
if
saying-
you let me
he's
grow under your supervision, I could be a diamond. But it's like, nah,
No,
bro.
no.
You are a rock.
Uh,
You are a rock.
I'm so sorry to tell you, I'm not a therapist.
No.
This is not my specialty.
no.
Real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, like you're right. You're
Yeah.
not a therapist. We're not building men. We're not building we're not build a bear. Like
No.
we don't do that. Like
You cooked with you're not a therapist because I think a lot of
No,
guys
'cause-
get into relationships
yeah.
expecting that the emotional labor will be done by the woman in the
Yeah.
relationship
Mhm.
without any of the effort being done on their part,
Mhm.
which
Yeah.
like
Oh yeah.
are you 5?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, sorry.
I'm done. So you guys are good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
All right,
yeah,
great.
no.
Yeah, we're gonna try it. Yeah.
One more?
Come on up, and then we'll get Vicky after.
Yeah.
So we'll do. We'll go.
Yes,
You
yes. Not a quick yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Why did I?
Well, okay. Listen, you don't have to if you don't
Yes.
want to.
No,
so
it's
just
okay,
say that.
like-
All right.
Oh my god. Okay, so last week my girlfriend broke up with me through the phone
Oh.
and out of nowhere, out the blue. So like,
Okay. Wait. Guys.
so like this how it happened. So it was like 9:30 at night, and she didn't. She didn't.
Guys, but let him finish his story, Naman.
She didn't.
Y'all are not serious when he's pouring his heart out. And he said last week. He said last week. My boy says last week. You go this. He said last month. You go this.
Fresh
Last
wound.
week.
It's like, okay, so let's do all.
So pretty much, she calls me, and I was like, she didn't talk to me that whole day too. So I was just like,
Something's
Something's
up.
up.
something's up, bro. But I asked fun. I'm like,
Can I ask how
"Yo."
long you guys dated for?
Yeah.
Bro, we talked, bro. Wait.
Yeah.
Like like you guys are right about how like the talking stage is longer than the actual relationship. Because we
Okay.
talked for like 4 months and then we
Okay.
dated for like 2.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's not bad.
It's a nice time period. All in all.
So I got broken up with last week. Not
Okay.
bad.
All right.
No,
all
that's
right, yeah.
okay.
It's the whole time period.
Speak of truth.
Yeah.
bro.
Good. Guys,
Nah, but like-
guys, you gotta let it. Yeah. All right. Go ahead.
I haven't like reached out to her or anything, and like everyone's telling me I should, but like I feel like I'm in the spot where it's like I don't want to reach out to you.
Yeah.
Like Like, why would I reach out to you? Like, why am I looking for it when you're not even like, when you like already showed me that, like,
Yeah.
you know?
Can I?
Yes.
Can I start?
please,
Okay,
please.
so first of all, I'm very sorry to hear that
Yeah.
because
It's
from
all
how you've been talking today, you seem like a very quality guy, and that's
Yeah.
respectful on her part. Second of all, I think I'm a big proponent of if somebody's broken up with you, just let it be. You know, that person has now created the most extreme boundary, and it's like, okay, you don't want this in your life. I would be confused of why people are asking
Yeah.
you to talk to her. I understand that some people are like, well, you should reach out and see if that you can rekindle things. But I'm also a big proponent of if the person doesn't want to be with me, why do I want to be with them again? And why do I want to have a week of, oh, they realized they missed me and they want to come back? I'm like, well, no, you just disrespect me and understanding that you don't want me in your life anymore. So I would, in my personal take, I would say just leave it because it's not even on you to check and see if she's doing good because you are the one who's experiencing something right now, and it's really not on you to be worried about this relationship or her feelings. You should be just be focusing on you doing you. I'm not gonna say get back out there or something, but just do your own thing. Do your own thing. You know, you can now live in a world where this person does not exist for like the rest of your life if you want to or not. The ball is fully in your court in terms of how you want to handle that.
Nah, facts. I've low-key been on that wavelength because, like, I'm the type of person, like, I'm an athlete, so, like, I'm the type of person that, like, just keep my mouth shut and, like, just let it, like, let things happen. Like, let my actions speak louder.
Yeah.
Respect. Have you been keeping busy with stuff? Like, I'm not trying to say like you're in your room crying, but like, have you been trying to make sure that you're not having a lot of times where you're just sitting there thinking about it and everything?
Nah, yeah, this is like a therapy session, but like, yeah, I've been.
I think
I've
it's
been,
good.
Like, I've been like just out, like living my own life.
Yeah.
Respect. That's all you can do. That's all you can do, man.
And I feel like too, breakups are going to happen, and I feel like you're handling it really well. And I think you take the time that you need. Like, nobody can tell you about the right time of when to reach out or when not to reach out. I think it's just if you feel that there's something else that you need to say that wasn't said
Yeah.
for your own closure, then you reach out.
Okay.
But if not, then, you know, you take your time for yourself because things happen. And I mean, and hearing, right. That's,
Real.
you know what? Thank you
Oh
for that
my
point.
gosh.
Thank you for that point.
Yes.
And actually, thank you
Yes.
for that point because funny enough, our next like podcast is actually going to be on breakups just with
Specifically for-
guys.
Yeah.
And I love that point of yes, do not let it taint you because we all experience breakups and everybody wants a quality person. You know
Do
what I
not be
mean?
that like person who's like when they're 25, this girl in high school broke my
Right.
heart. Now I'm
Yeah.
Don't be
Yes.
that.
Don't
And I
be
think
that person.
all
It happens to us all.
That's
It
real.
happens to every
It
single
is.
person.
Yeah.
And it's like it is okay to be sad. Like this sucks. Like
Yeah.
and the thing is, like it genuinely feels like your heart is breaking. Like it sucks. So it's like it's okay to feel that way. It's okay to be upset. It's okay to be sad about it. And be like, if you need to hang out with folks, like go for a walk, do what you like, whatever you do to kind of like help you with situations like that. But just don't let that like don't sit in it too long and let it kind of be like ruin the next thing or be that person 10 years because you never dealt with it. You never just let it out. You never cried it out. You never, whatever you do to kind of help you, like you're in a situation 25 years later or 10 years later where you're mad at everyone because of this one person. Kind of thing.
I think
Yes.
It's true.
Yeah.
it's true.
Yeah.
And I think
You end up
also
ruining all your other relationships.
based
because
on
of that.
how it's ended, it's also good to be very careful in terms of your next interaction with somebody because I've had experiences where you think it's going to be, haha, I'm going to get I'm going to get the last laugh. I'm going to come back at you and say what you did wrong. But I've had experiences where the person goes, oh, here's my next opportunity to tell you all of the things I don't like about you and didn't like during the relationship. And it can get very petty. And it can be things where it's like, now you're just dogging my personality. Now you're just dogging me as a person because now we're broken up. Now you've passed the seal of you have to be empathetic towards me. And it could just be opening the door to, oh, give me all of your hot takes on what you didn't like about the relationship, whether they're reasonable or not. So it's good to
Don't put
be,
yourself in that.
sometimes you need to be like, you know what? You could say something that could ruin my year in this one afternoon. So it's good to be very careful in terms of next interactions.
I saw
and then-
Monica's hand. Did you have like a response to it?
Real.
She's gonna have.
Look,
Yeah,
he's
it's
already
gonna be in the
back.
group
Look
chat.
who came
It's
crawling
gonna be in the
back.
group chat. It's gonna be in the group chat. Yes, do not.
So funny.
Yes.
And also, people need to know, including her, you are good to survive without her. You are in your own life now.
Yeah.
You're not living in the remains of this relationship. You're living in the next stage of your life now.
Okay.
Okay,
Thank
thank
you.
you
so
so
much.
much.
Thank you for sharing.
Yeah, no, we appreciate it.
All right. So let's do Vicky, and then we're gonna have to wrap up because we're actually over time. All right. Yeah. Oh. Oh,
12 more minutes?
okay,
Okay,
great.
okay.
Okay, great. Thanks. I'm hot, guys.
Like y'all, it is.
Like, man, these, yeah.
The
like,
stars don't lie. The stars don't lie.
Oh my gosh. I'm hot. All right, Vicky, what's up?
This story is about a guy at work.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So
Oh, that's
basically, I met him at my aunt's wedding, right?
yeah.
And then I saw him at work. I
Look
knew he
closer to the
worked.
mic.
Oh, sorry. I knew he worked there, but like I never said hi. This was a couple of years ago, so I said hi. I was trying to be polite. I don't like. I wasn't trying to get to anything, but he asked for my snap, so I give it to him because I'm thinking like he's just trying to be nice.
Yeah.
Later that night, he texts me and then he's like, "Oh, we should go out, blah blah blah," and I'm like, "No, like I'm good." Basically, that ends. I like unhide him, and then I go back to work because I left. I quit, and then I came back. Once I came back, there's this guy on Instagram that texted me, but I didn't know who it was because it was like the profile was blank, and it was like a very long name. And he was like, "Oh, like you're cute, whatever." And I was like, "Oh, I have a boyfriend." And he's like, "Oh, but like, what's to say that I can't treat you better than him?" Like,
Oh.
I was like, "Oh." And then I put like 2 crying emojis. He's like, "Oh, is that because it's true?" I'm like, "No." And I block him. And later on, I'm going to like my chat logs, and you can still see the people you blocked, and it's his profile picture. I didn't know that was him. And then now I see him at work, and it's just very awkward. 'Cause I'm like, but he doesn't talk to me at work unless he has to. But it's still weird. Like I don't know.
Oh, that's rough.
Yeah, that's an awkward
That's
situation.
very awkward.
And I also feel like, yeah, that's something that can happen that
Yeah.
maybe, you're having to interact in a space, or you're in a space with somebody that you've had this kind of situation.
Yeah.
Honestly, you did nothing wrong, so you should never feel like
Yeah.
if you're at work, don't feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It's hard not to, but like, don't put yourself in that situation where you're feeling uncomfortable because you did nothing wrong.
Yeah.
Was like he asked for your number, you shut it down, he tried to come back, did another lap. 2 years later, did another lap and thought you were gonna change your mind, kind of thing. So it's like, don't put yourself in the situation. Don't like feel like, oh, I have to be awkward, or
Yeah.
if you have to talk to the man, talk to the man.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, you're not gonna make me feel awkward at my workplace when you're the one who did this to yourself. When you're the one who did this to the situation, you're the one who changed the entire dynamic.
Yeah.
Real.
So it's like, don't like make him feel awkward, not the other way
Yeah.
around. A lot of times that's what ends up happening. The woman hides and like ignores or try to go around and try to do all that. So no, like show your face, like do what you need to do the job, do your work how you would usually do it, kind of like you're just here like another person. So don't let yourself feel awkward because
Yeah.
this person has put
Yeah.
himself in that situation.
Yeah. 100%. Because this guy made a fool of himself.
Yeah.
And let me figure out how. So first, he shot a shot, which he shot a shot. Okay.
Yeah. You
And
like
then-
someone, you like someone.
You said you had a boyfriend.
Yeah.
You had a boyfriend, and he said, "How do you know I can't treat you better than him?" Because I'm dating him and not you, fool. And then second of all, you putting the crying emojis and him saying, "Oh, just so you." This isn't a therapy session. Going, actually, yeah, he don't treat me good. What can you offer me?
I was
Like,
laughing at you.
Yeah,
laughing.
you understand. Like we're not
Yeah.
laughing with you anymore.
we're laughing at you. And Rose is right, because they will try and flip it in the same way that somebody else was talking about, where it's like, I'm gonna make a fool out of you now. It's like, no, you embarrassed yourself. Sit with that,
Yeah.
because I'm not gonna be like, oh, I handle the situation. No, you handle the situation properly. He made a fool of himself, and he now has to live with the awkwardness and the embarrassment of that. And I'm not gonna say tell people at work,
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
but
If it
like,
gets to a situation
if he
where,
ever
go to HR.
puts that out there,
like,
yeah.
yeah.
If you ever start hearing that he's being weird about things, you can just straight up tell people like,
No, I got the receipts. This is how he handled the
Don't ever
situation.
delete
You want to
anything.
see exactly what he said? How he made a
Yeah.
fool of himself?
Yeah.
I have it.
And I also think too, you brought up something really important about the person not having their picture and like a really long name.
I didn't recognize.
You didn't recognize. So I kind of feel like too, that's like a huge red flag that if somebody's trying to friend request you and that you can't see actually who it is, you don't know who you're talking to.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's just, I think, something to watch out for, especially because
Yeah.
everybody is on Snapchat, TikTok,
Yeah.
Instagram, everything. You know?
Wait, so were you working together and then he shot his shot knowing who you were and you didn't know who he was?
Like the first time we met was at my aunt's wedding.
Okay, that you weren't working
yeah,
together. Yeah,
we
yeah.
weren't working together, but I saw him and I went to say hi because of
You
like
saw him,
polite.
You said-
Yeah.
yeah, because you said
And I
that.
didn't think he asked for my like snap for anything serious. I thought he was just like being nice.
Okay.
Yeah. But then later on, like now we are working together, and that's when he
Yeah.
sent.
Okay,
Instagram.
and you hadn't remembered who he was
Yeah.
originally.
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
Huh.
Yeah, I know.
That's
Awkward.
that is
Awkward.
a I will just say that is a bold move on his part and not in a good way at all. Yeah.
And that's why HR be disapproving like workplace relationship. It's hard
Yeah.
because if you break up, it's a very
changes the whole
'cause, yeah,
dynamic
it
for
changes the
everybody.
dynamic of the workplace.
Not that this
And
is a
yeah.
dynamic that
Yeah.
you willingly entered into or anything.
Yeah. So
All right,
you handled
thanks,
it well.
Vicky.
Just don't make be like
Yeah,
this
thank
is
you
my
for
workplace.
Yeah,
I'm the
Mhm.
boss here.
it's real.
The boss.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Well, I think what I would say, this has been like such a great conversation
Yeah.
with everybody
guys.
here. You guys were amazing.
Wow. Give
And
yourself
I-
a round of applause.
Yeah, like huge round of applause. That's like sounds so lame compared to what you guys were doing earlier in talking. Like you guys were amazing.
Yeah.
So I think honestly, one of the things I want to say is again, thank you for everybody coming and taking the time to kind of chat with us because this is really what we want to do. Just have conversations about relationships. And I think we also have to say like a huge shout out to Island Queens, first of all, for kind of letting us have the space to kind of have this conversation. Big shout out to Hamilton Center for Civic Inclusion, to Refuge, to Sasha, which is the Sexual Assault Center here in Hamilton, Hamilton Urban Core, who everybody kind of came together to kind of support this day happening and the starting of this conversation. And thank you to Rose and Aaron, amazing.
Yes.
So yeah, we look forward to doing this again. And for today, I think it's a wrap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you guys.
Yay.
Thanks, cameraman. Thanks, sound man.
Yes. Thanks, Dre.
Thanks.
Thanks, Samson. Thanks, Matt.
I'm sorry, Samson. I'm sorry.
It's closed. I don't know.
Thank you
what that
guys.
is. Yeah.